What's up everybody, and thank you for joining me for another video. My name is Whack4863, but you can call me Whack. We're back with another test live video. Obviously, since it's test live, I have to say that this is subject to change, and it may change by the time we receive the patch in September on the 21st, 2023. However, I don't think this is going to be one of the things that changed. I did reach out to Funcom to see if it was intended, and it absolutely is intended. And what I'm talking about is the guaranteed or almost guaranteed legendaries that you're going to find in the loot from the bosses in the unnamed city. I ran quite a few tests on these bosses, and just about every single one dropped me a legendary every time I killed them. The exception is the bat. The bat does seem to be the only boss in the unnamed city that didn't consistently drop a legendary when I killed it. However, every other boss that I killed in the unnamed city, and I'm talking about killing every single one of them at least 10 times to see what their drop rate was. Like I said, the only one that varied from that was the bat. So this is a great way for you to continue to get legendary weapons and armor. Now, with the recent changes to the combat system, it is more difficult to come through here. Even with the reduction to the hit points for these enemies, I found that the enemies were able to interrupt my attacks more often. Additionally, they were doing combos more consistently. So when you get this update, I still recommend going into battle against things that are less of a threat to kill you to get a feel for the new combat system, because there is a new feel to that combat system, and you can learn more by watching my video that I'll link in the description of this video explaining all the combat changes. Now, we're very close to 50,000 subscribers. If you're already subscribed, thank you very much. If you're not, consider hitting that subscribe button and help me celebrate reaching 50,000 subscribers. Now, as far as I can tell, the loot pool for all these enemies is exactly the same. I got the same armor and weapons that I got prior to this update. So the loot pool is the same. The frequency of drop is way increased. You can go in here and get legendaries all day long. And I'm going to show you the loot that I got from doing a single loop and killing each one of these enemies. In a single run through the unnamed city, this was the loot that I was able to get. We got the shank, we got the riptide, we got the quake, we got the drunkard's blade, the gassed sword, the final breath of the red mother, and the exquisite silk shirt. In addition to that, we got 2 heads for the golems, 7 fragments of power, 3 grandmaster armor repair kits, 4 grandmaster weapon repair kits, 14 weapon handles, 76 shield frames, 39 sturdy strings, 15 hardened leather, 9 star metal, 116 brimstone, and 43 composite obsidian. Remember, I was only looting items off of the main boss enemies in the unnamed city, and that's the loot that we got. I didn't open any of the chests or loot any of the lesser mobs in the unnamed city. The other thing that you should be aware of is some of these mobs from the unnamed city have made it into dungeons. So in the Warmaker dungeon behind the green door, you will find the 2-handed star metal warrior from the unnamed city, and he has the same loot table and it looks like the same rate of drop as the unnamed city. You can see the Night Stalker mask is what that one dropped. And then if we go into the blue door, we'll actually find a new enemy to the exile lands. This is an enemy that's on the Isle of Sipta that's been brought to the exiled lands and plunked in this dungeon, and it also looks like it has a guaranteed legendary drop loot table. Now, there's been a lot of really great changes to loot, but this one had to be the most exciting one that I've found so far. Don't forget to whack the like button on your way out, and let me know in the comments section, what do you think about guaranteed legendary drops in the unnamed city and other areas around the exiled lands?